Imperfect Action. Hi, I'm Brian Pombo. Welcome back to Brian J. Pombo Live. I'm a business investor, and so what that basically means is I look into a lot of different types of businesses, work with a lot of different types of people, and I've found that this is absolutely true and something that people have to keep reminding me of, because I like things to come out smooth and nice and look good and not be rough around the edges. But imperfect action beats perfect inaction. And that's a quote supposedly by Harry Truman. I didn't do the research to see if it's a real quote or not, but it's a good quote regardless of who says it. That idea of imperfect action, I'll give you a good example because it fits into the activities of today. So today it was actually started yesterday. Yesterday I realized that I had told a lot of people that I was looking to do a webinar on Saturday, and all of a sudden it occurred to me that was only one day away. And so I had to rush together, come up with an email, make it official, pick a time, everything else. I finally got it out the door. And it became this thing that all of a sudden I had a timer to put the presentation together. And and I got a lot of response back, a lot of positive response, a lot of people who weren't going to be able to make it, so I had to record it. It's for a particular project I'm working on, so please don't come back and ask me what it was about unless you really know me well, because it's not important right here what it was about. It's for a very particular audience. But I end up getting all these people asking me about it, and so I start lining people up to go to it and everything, and then it's just this timer is going, okay, now I got to get everything together, and I'm not really sure how long it's going to be. Not sure about all the different points I'm going to make, anything else. So I had this 24-hour period of just cram, which tends to be how I do things. And right before I set the date, I knew it was going to be like that. I knew that if I was going to do it just right, I knew if I was going to do it just right, you could tell I'm a little bit exhausted already today, a little more than usual, because I knew if it was going to be right, I had to spend a couple months on it. It wasn't going to be right. It wasn't going to be perfect. I just needed to get it out there. It's an idea. It's a concept. It requires conversation. It requires people challenging it. So I did it. I put together a PowerPoint presentation, which takes me a long time to do in general, and just kind of slapped the whole thing together, got it out the door, had extremely low turnout for the amount of people that I talked to, but it was also within like less than a 24-hour period at the point in which they were being told officially when, where, and how. It was not good timing, not the ideal day or time of day to get people onto a webinar. So for the amount of people that showed up, I was actually grateful. But at the same time, it's like you just got to move sometimes. And also the holiday, we're coming up on Thanksgiving, all this stuff was happening. So it just goes to show imperfect action is necessary. Most of the time, you have to move. The movement is more important than perfect movement. And the more movement you have, the closer you get to perfection. Just be willing to build on it. Be willing to never put something in the can and let it go. That Walt Disney used to talk about. He said it always bothered him about the movie making process. He said once you put that film in the can and you send it off, you can't touch it anymore. it's done. He didn't ever like watching his movies after they were done, because he always saw something he wanted to change, always something he wanted to tweak or add or do anything else. And he was excited about Disneyland because he compared it back when he created Disneyland. He compared it back. He said, this is something that'll never be done. I can always go in, I can always tweak it, I can always do something with it. It can just go on, and it's proved that it can just go on and on and on long after he passed. So that's the idea. It doesn't have to be perfect. Get it out there, get it moving, get it active, get it challenged, let things breathe and let them move. And then after that, you keep on going in and tweaking it, keep on going in and tweaking it. Even a book, if you write a book and publish it, what's the next thing that happens? Second edition, third edition, fourth edition. I mean, they actually show it as being a high quality book if it's had multiple editions, because that's saying that it mattered enough that you had to go back and add or take away from it. It adds to the quality. It's an interesting concept if you think about it. So let things be imperfect to begin with, and build things to keep going, build things to be adjusted over time. Hopefully that makes sense. Hopefully it's not just me. Sometimes I get caught in my own ideas of the things I'm working on during the day. I'm not always sure if it translates over to a good conversation here. So leave a comment down below. Tell me if that makes sense to you. I've got my book, 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business, especially if you haven't read it yet. Go get yourself a copy of 9 Ways to Amazon Proof Your Business. You can go buy a copy, or you can get a free one at AmazonProofBook.com. AmazonProofBook.com. We'll be back here tomorrow. In the meantime, get out there and let the magic happen.